When I'm in VJ, everybody's happy.
You
VJ
mean,
Kako.
you mean they should divide the constituency and have
No, not
VJ by
not
itself or
not
something
now
so?
because Vincent going to win, so that do call for.
There you go.
That do call for. That do call for.
There you go.
Yes. So I'm asking my people of VJ keep on supporting me, and I know wherever I go, you're all there with me. Especially
So you had an activity this weekend. You want to just tell us about?
Oh
what
yeah,
happened there?
Bossal. I'm going to open up Bossal Pork Hideaway.
Yeah.
I was in VJ Labo there. Very, 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 very sweet VJ. The best place in the world. And you were there, Mr. Vincent, and you saw the lovely place where Bossal Pork Hideaway. And I have great plans for that.
Right.
I'm just waiting.
You need to come a little closer to your microphone and losing your
I'm
voice.
just waiting on my plan so I can start building my guest house hideaway.
Your guest house hideaway. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, big plans for the community.
Yes.
So is this the Boss Al Pork Hideaway? It is going to be every Friday, every Saturday, every Sunday?
Every Saturday. Well, every other Saturday for now. Yeah, because COVID and things are a bit slow. So give them people a little chance to put a little ching-ching in their pocket. And I know they getting ching-ching them this.
Right.
So every fortnight, as you can see, if you go on my Facebook page, you'll see people posting where they get the best pudding in the world from Boss Al. So you can get your pudding, your stew pork, your roast pork. If you know raw pork, you can even get Yeah. So it was amazing. I must say thanks to all the supporters who came out and support Boss Al Pork Hideaway. Although I did not see Mr. Vitas there, he's a Christian, he's a real good pork, but my brother don't worry, I'll have things for you. Alright? So yeah, Mr. Vincent, and that's mostly about the Boss Al Pork Hideaway.
Cool. So what's happening with you generally? Are you okay? You're doing well? Are you satisfied with the upward movement of the United Workers' Party?
Yes,
in
100% I'm satisfied with the St. Lucia.
Well, just tell the viewers on GVD TV as well as those listening on the radio and those on the social media platform. Just tell them about what, in your own view, in your own experience, what's going on in Beaufort North with UWP.
All right. I must say, and I will say, and I can say, all the time I've been campaigning, I've never seen an active man like Vincent London who's trying to push his head every single way where people need assistance. He may not be able to cover up every single thing, but at least 85% of it will be that. And this is what we're fighting for. This is what we wanted before. We're tired of the people keep on saying they will. We want somebody that can just put action. Alright, you have your start cutting that you body more when you can cut it one time. Just do it. And this is why I'm pleading to the young people of Beaufort North, the old people of Beaufort North, please give my Vincent, our Vincent London, this chance so we can see the new pin, the new face of Beaufort North. This is what we deserve. We well deserve that. Beaufort North have been one side for forever. And I have no way I can say, let me go and get my head cool out. In Beaufort North. I have to go to Beaufort South, go to Slurry somewhere.
You want that stuff. And then you've started this process because Boss Al Pork Hideaway is a beginning of, and as a young man, and this is one of the things that I spoke about with my tenets under the E, as in the FACES, FACES, entrepreneurship. That you as a young man have started this, Al. And that's what we're talking about in Beaufort North. For you as a young man to create your own employment. And what Vincent London is going to be doing is pushing all that he can to get you connected with funding, whether it's seed funding or grant funding, or to direct Al and the rest of the young entrepreneurs in Beaufort North to access funding where they can get the necessary help to push your business.
And to add more to that, Vincent, I have good siblings.
Right.
But for my opening, I had a couple of my siblings. But the thing is that I will have my staff, at least 3 staff, and they can, at least when I have my stuff on a Friday, Saturday, on a Sunday, that's every fortnight. So every fortnight, for the 3 days, they'll be getting $100 a day. So for the fortnight, they'll be getting $600 in just 6 days.
Fantastic.
Yes.
6 days. 600.
And I want people mostly, let me say, I have a young lady from Labrie. I don't only people say I have Beaufort North, I have my siblings. It is for the wise. We opening in so people can. It's not all about Al. I don't care if I don't make a profit, but at the end of the day, somebody can get something out of. It's not all about Boss Al.
Yeah.
So somebody can get something out of it.
Fantastic. So let's talk to Diana. Diana, what do you think about that? Young people, as this is Youth Month, by the way. April is Youth Month. So Al is a young man, and then he's moving to the tune of the E under my tenet, which is the entrepreneur, entertainment, e-commerce. You know, anything E falls under that tenet. And so Al is moving to the direction already. What do you think about that? In Dennery South, I know you mentioned that there are several young persons with their own business and so on. So what do you think? Is that a good thing for young people? Should we focus on young people owning their own business? Yep.
I would like to think that it is something that is amazing to be on an island that is dealing with a pandemic and still manages to produce pockets of brilliance and empowerment.
Right.
Because I continue to boast of Dennery being a small business champion led by young people.
Nice.
Because majority of the small businesses are youth owned. And to listen to Al promote his business, speak of his plans and his intentions is something that is quite exciting. And I must commend him for wanting to even provide a sense of employment. You understand? And to somewhat share the wealth. I commend that. I wish you the very best in your endeavor, and I applaud you. And I do wish that other persons who are looking be encouraged to know that, hey, if he can do it, you can do it too. Also, to encourage persons to understand that we have a government that facilitates business ventures of this kind, that facilitates young persons to be the very best versions of themselves, be it whether they want to advance in business, education, as you mentioned, the scholarships, whatever it is. So at this point, I remember you spoke about vision.
Correct.
This is the vision. Young persons actualizing their visions, be it business-wise, be it education. So to wrap this up, I must commend you, I must congratulate you, and I must continue to wish you the best.
Right, so the idea of just taking all of this money that is being driven into these big capital works, as the Labour Party likes to call it, the idea of taking these millions of dollars and giving it to people, is that good advice? Should that be given? Should that even be mentioned? Should that be a subject matter?
What happens when the money is done?
I ask myself the same question.
It is the tale of the fisherman,
right?
And the fisherman, the boy, and the fish.
Yeah, I ask myself the same question. So if you do that, but generally, I just want to engage both of you. The idea of just taking the money and giving it to people and stop the HIA, Hirano International, stop the water project up in Grace.
Are these projects not employment generating projects?
Yeah, many people work there.
What are we doing? Are we seriously starting to encourage a population of codependency?
Well, that is exactly what the Labour Party's intentions are.
That does not make good for the morale of this country with respect to having independent young men and women especially.
Well, my dear friend, that is what the intentions of the Labour Party, obviously that's what they're promoting. As you do, remember the STEP program? It's called what? Short-term employment program. And what happens, this is one of the most, I know there are some people who would rather have this kind of employment, but this is nothing compared to what you see now, where people are going to work on a continual basis, where month after month after month they are gainfully employed,
long-term
as opposed to having 7 days of cutting grass by the roadside and getting $500 running into by the time you pay your cable and wireless or Flow now, and then you run to massive stores and so on. So it's all gone. But right now what this government is doing is providing sustainable employment over a medium to long term. This is what it is doing. It is teaching a man how to fish, as you mentioned a while ago, as opposed to giving the man a fish.
And
because you'll come back to get another one and another one and another one.
If I must add to this, based on the performance of the United Workers' Party, I believe what it does is cement and but it cements the probability of sustainability as for employment for not just young persons, but for all, understanding that a dot
That's correct.
on the globe, just a dot, and we are doing well. We have a government that is literally the driving force and the heartbeat of this country, facilitating us with employment, with a means to maintain a living. At the end of the day, you cannot necessarily say take the money and give the money to the people.
This concept.
The money is it is
Yeah.
at the moment it's
concept.
going to be good.
But guess what?
But what happens when the money is
Well,
finished?
guess what, Diana? In all asking the government to take the money and give to the people, the government actually did this. You remember what they
Through
used?
employment.
NIC.
That's what it's doing. Yes.
Yes, and NIC as
The
well. They
NIC
did it.
contributions.
The
And
government has actually
what
done
is-
that.
What is most amazing and compelling and telling to me
Yeah.
is a government that would facilitate persons who were unemployed pre-COVID
Correct.
to receive
Correct.
NIC
Correct.
payments.
Correct.
That is mind-boggling to me to have all of this happening and persons to literally
Well-
brand it negatively.
Well, as I said to you, my friends in St. Lucians, that the Labour Party is just spinning top in mud, trying to anything that'll stick, and they know this is a very smart government, so none of what they say sticks. And so throwing things around like that would obviously get people, like some people in the minority, by the way, would get some of these people excited. Oh, take the money and give the money to the people, you know. A most ridiculous
Well,
thing to say.
Listening to this, I would like to say that we are a nation of workers.
Right.
So this is what we try to encourage and establish, a nation of workers, which is what we're doing through our projects, encouraging and establishing means of employment, long-term employment, as opposed to giving you a sweet that you're done eating, instead of giving you a job that will position you properly to work, to be able to afford or cook food for yourself, as opposed to the little money that poses itself as a sweet, if you get me, if you even get the essence of what I'm saying.
Sweet.
Yeah.
It's a sweet.
Yes, it's a
Fantastic.
sweet. Give the money in the
I love
moment
the
is a
analogy.
sweet.
Yeah, I
yes,
love the
giving the
analogy.
money
Yeah.
in the moment is a sweet.
And what happens
As
after?
a And I speak, I make this reference through food because everybody who knows me knows that I love food. Do not look at my size. I am a big foodie. I love food. So in the moment of giving people the money, it's like you give them a sweet. What a sweet does nothing for me. I c- in analyzing the performance of the government, it's like giving a cow to someone like me. I'm really small, and based on the performance of the government, the facilitation, financial employment, educational facilitation, I've been given a cow and I've been eating quite well, and I'm pretty sure that I'm not the only one. So this give the people the money. It does not stick. It will not stick because we are a nation of intelligent people. We are a nation of workers. We are a nation led by intelligent workers.